I love the theme music. Hi! How are you all? Welcome to Business Nights with Antonia on Wednesday. So you're probably like, Antonia, where the heck are you? Right? So I am actually at my local Starbucks because my children have decided to want to go to teen night Bible study. So being the mom boss that I am, of course, I have to juggle and make sure that I am there for them, for me, and for you. So totally excited to see each and every one of you. So excited. It is Wednesday. We are mid-week, people. So happy we made it here. We're going to go ahead and jump into our first segment. We do have a special guest tonight. And of course, as of with every Wednesday, we have our special foodie, Miss Javon. So chefish, Chow on Eats. She's going to be whipping us something special for Valentine's Day this evening. So let's go ahead and get started. So, business relevant topic for tonight. What I actually thought about earlier this week in regards to working so many hours and juggling with family life was, what do other entrepreneurs do? The people that seemingly have it all, figured out. There's actually a movie that stars, I believe her name is not Sarah Michelle Gellar. That's somebody different. No, I think it actually is her. She was in Sex and the City, and she actually stars in another movie called How Does She Do It? And basically, she is a professional. She's an executive. She also has a husband and her children, and she seems to be juggling all of these millions of things. But for whatever reason, everything just kind of like falls apart, right? So I kind of thought about myself a little bit in this, and no, this is not Antonia's 2 cents segment. However, my question is to other mom bosses and dad bosses out there, how are you juggling everything? Specifically, your strategies, are they coming from you or they're coming from the people that are around you, because your mind and your time is so spent and split in so many different directions? So I think I know the answer to this. I think everyone who is successful or deemed successful, right, has those key people that are around them and that are helping move their mission and their business forward. And I'm definitely seeing that evident in a lot of different businesses that are purchasing other businesses right now. They have a strategic plan and they have found another business that they want to gobble up. So for example, StreamYard was just recently purchased with another virtual online platform company that does not do what StreamYard does. They, in fact, put on live webinars. So that tells me that the owner of that company had to know strategically that they wanted to do that, and it was in line with their ultimate company goals. But how do they do that? It has to be the people. So if you are a business owner, if you're a mom boss or a dad boss, or if you're an aunt boss or an uncle boss, if you have responsibilities, whether they're fur babies or actual humans, right? I want you to make sure that you are surrounding yourself with those people that can help you move your objective, your mission, and your company forward so that you can seemingly handle it all. Okay? All right, awesome. So we're going to actually skip over Hi Antonia tonight because I want to go ahead and get into my 2 cents. So again, at the top of the live, I said that the reason why I'm sitting here is because my children decided that they want to go to Bible study. Okay, so here's my little 2 cents about Bible study. I've gone to the Bible study that they've gone to when I was in middle school, and I know it's not about a Bible, okay? I know it's about being boys, being around girls that are their same age. But honestly, my parents didn't stop me from going, and I was a little boy crazy. So I feel like I definitely want to encourage them to continue to go. Also, they're homeschooled. So this is really like their big interaction with kids that are around their age. And then also they get to learn things about the Bible and about themselves as Christians as they grow up. So what's the choice between knowing that they're lying, that they only want to go just because they want to be around girls, or actually just hoping some of the information seeps into their head? I'm going to hope that some of the information seeps into their head, because what's the alternative, right? They're just going to sit home and eat dinner with me, which I just talked to Jovan about it. It's not going to even be a good dinner because I didn't cook it. I didn't make time to cook it. So that's my 2 cents. I feel like I went over the 2 minutes, but if I did not, good job. Okay, so we, like I said, have a special guest this evening. Her name is Dawn. And I'm going to love on her before I bring her out, just like I do with every other guest that we have on the show. Her name is Dawn Graham. I went to her website, and I'll actually show you all during the live when we get to her segment. I went onto her website, and it is so nicely done, so crisp, so clean. It really honestly reminds me of her. If you see her and you go to her website, you're going to be like, yeah, that is so Dawn, right? She is out here helping people be their best selves as they go into the workplace, as they go and are trying to go and secure those contracts with their businesses. She is there to give them that extra level of confidence and help them be the best version of themselves that they possibly can be. So that is always a big A+ in my book. Anyone who is being impactful and helping people be better. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring on Miss Dawn. Everybody say hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
And you?
I'm doing so good. I'm so excited. I'm a little hungry, which it always happens on Wednesday. I get hungry while we're live.
I agree.
So, Ms. Dawn, please introduce yourself to the audience and who you are before we jump into our segment, Ms. Jovan.
Yes, so I'm Dawn Graham, and first of all, thank you for letting me do this or asking me. This is so exciting. And I am with A Girl in Her Jeans. I have a blog where I talk about fashion and how to dress and how to present yourself, and so that you feel good, look good, and then you draw better into your life.
I love it.
Yeah.
And quickly, how long have you had the blog?
So I've only had the blog about since the middle of last year. So I started it during the pandemic, but I have been into fashion since I can remember. I got into it because I have, at the time when I was growing up, a harder to fit body type. So I had to think outside of the box in order to look good and feel good. And so that's inspired me to help other women who either they perceive they have a hard body type to fit, or that they just don't know how to dress. So I'm happy to help people look good and really flatter themselves.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm so excited to dive into that because I want to know what kind of body type is hard to fit. But we'll get into that right after this next segment. And I'm so excited. So if you guys are watching, stick around and we'll dive more into that. Hold on one moment. Music's so jamming. Hi, Jovan. I can't hear you now. Hold on. Oh, here you go.
Okay.
Yes, I got you.
Hi. Hello.
How are you doing this evening?
I am wonderful. I'm in the Midwest and it's cold outside. It's still so cold, but we are not going to worry about that cold weather. I have something delicious and cozy to share with you all tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited. So what is tonight's recipe going to be?
So, of course, for those who celebrate Valentine's Day, so that's coming up. And so if you are alone, it's okay. If you have children, they could be your boo for this dish. And if you have a real boo-boo, you can have this dish as well. It's pretty much quick and easy. They're homemade mozzarella cheese sticks. Okay? Real easy. And they're really great because they're economically priced, reasonable. And then they are full of calcium. You can also get a plant-based option of cheese and create them. And then for my coating, they are keto friendly because I am using almond flour.
Ooh.
We have our egg, we have our cheese, and we're using keto breadcrumbs that I made from keto bread.
You're so good. All right, let me go ahead and put it up on the screen, and I will mute myself because I'm gonna be over here salivating.
I know, I know. And this is so easy that I'm going to cook live and it's going to be ready and I'm going to be eating and you all are going to be watching. So let's get started. First, we're going to create our dredging section. So we always have our egg first, and then we have our flour, which we're using almond flour, and then we have our breadcrumbs. A lot of people, they get confused as to, well, what do you do first? I try to think of when you're eating chicken or something breaded. What do you see first? You see the crusty part, right? So you work backwards. So you do the egg first and build up your crust. Breadcrumbs should always be the last thing. Okay? That's a little soul chefish tip. We're going to scramble this egg as we created our dredging section. Turn this oil down a little bit in our skillet. And we are going to pan fry using some olive oil. You can use grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil even. Okay. And so I am going to season our breadcrumbs as well as our flour with a little bit of dried basil, dried oregano, fresh parsley, and then there is some paprika in there, which helps as a browning agent. So you can put as much season and flavor as you want. And of course, I use onion powder and garlic powder because the Black American in me and my ancestors say you put that in everything. So that is definitely in there, just in every single thing. But season it however you want. And so we're just going to mix it up really quickly to make sure that we see all of those beautiful herbs and spices. We're going to dredge our cheese stick in the egg first. We are going to dredge, or coat rather, in almond flour.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Javon. Are these the cheese sticks that you can just get from the grocery store?
Yes, the string cheese that's individually. Yes, you got this. And you know what? I actually created this recipe during the pandemic last year, and we just want to double, repeat it, okay? Just to make sure we get it coated fully. I did it for a non-for-profit last year, and it was for children because they were bored at home, and it was like, what can they make? And I said, kids, this is so easy. A parent can make it. So you got this. You all have this. And there it is. They look like this. So I'm going to dim the lights a little. You know how I do, so you can see it better. Okay, so that's coated. The great thing about doing this order of mozzarella sticks, if you're a fan and you buy them out, you can have yourself a 12-piece if you want to,
That would be me.
Yeah. You can have it at nighttime. I use these sticks actually are the ones without the lactase. So they're lactose, for the lactose intolerant. So they are definitely easy on the tummy. And it's just literally that simple. We're going to just dredge it and coat it. And since I'm sharing with my husband and he's watching, I think I need to make enough. So we're going to have a 3-piece. That way I'll get at least one. And then, see, babe, these are for you. What are you doing?
There's love in this already. This is Valentine's Day snack. Yes.
No. And this is so cool. For even like the children, you can give them each an assignment. Okay, well, you're the dredger, you're the breader, and then you as the mommy, or if there's an older sibling that can actually use the skillet, they could do it, and it's a cool thing. They can serve their feelings in bed for Valentine's Day, right? Why not? With some cheese sticks. So I am going to bring the skillet on the screen as I put some olive oil in the pan. And I want you to see it. Can you see it? Can you see
it?
Yeah, okay. So I was smoking a little bit, but that's okay. Bam, look at that. It's just a little bit of olive oil. And You just want to brown it on both sides. Just going to spread that oil around.
So it only takes about a couple of minutes?
Just a couple of minutes. And that paprika is really going to help it brown because, I mean, the cheese is already done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you want to make sure that your fire is not super high, but it's okay. It's going to, I promise you, it works. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. And then you can even add a little top to help it cook. That's just for TV purposes.
Okay.
And let's turn them. I promise you, they work well.
I'm like,
yeah, no, they'll be fine.
No, I'm wondering what sauce can we use to dip them in?
Currently I have marinara, and you can use ranch.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm a little odd. I like honey mustard on like everything. So
these are your mozzarella sticks, Miss Antonia. You can do whatever you like. And that's it. Let me turn off this fire. I'm going to mix up a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese as well as Italian seasoning and parsley. And you know, I have to do it for you.
Oh my gosh, there it is. Dawn, she plates like nobody's business.
Yeah, then you can add your garnish.
Oh my goodness.
Takeout does not look like that.
It doesn't.
It does not look like that. And I'm sorry to have to.
I know. I knew you
have to do it.
Look at this. Look at this.
So good.
So it's so painful to watch.
Really.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's so good. I'm not gonna double dip, but I want to. It's so good.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Javon. And where can the audience find this recipe?
On my YouTube channel, Chow On Eats. Are you ready to chow on? CHOWON Eats. EATS.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Javon, as always. And we will see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
When I tell you I'm really hungry, I am.
That's really good.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, so good.
All right, Ms. Dawn. Well, thank you so much for coming back with us after that scrumptious meal or snack that she made already. I want to go ahead and get back into learning a little bit more about you. So you said when you grew up, you had a harder body type to dress. What does that mean?
Okay, well, so first of all, thank you for having me. This is really fun, and you're really fun.
Oh, thanks.
I am definitely going to age myself here, but when I grew up, well, I have a small waist and bigger hips, and I'm curvy. And so growing like small waist to larger hip ratio. And so growing up, the Guess jeans, I don't know, if anyone remembers these, were in style. They had no stretch, nothing. And so to get them to fit my booty and my legs, I would have to buy them bigger, and then they'd be huge in the waist. And so, my little friends that were all stick straight were fine, and they fit great, and they looked great. So I just had a harder time finding clothes. So I had to get creative with either different types of clothes or with seamstresses, was my thing back in the day.
So my mother, let me start with me first. So I also had a hard time dressing myself as well, but I was like husky. Like nowadays, kids have a husky or like a 16W for teens or juniors.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to either decide to wear. Well, I didn't have a decision. I had to wear women's clothes, and I looked like a grown up, but I was like 12. So it was horrible. And then my mom, on the flip side, she was a full-figured woman as well, very curvy as well, but she was super short. So
Okay.
everything she bought, she had to get tailored. It was horrible.
I know.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that dates you. That's just different times. So
yeah, and they didn't make stretchy clothes. You know, nowadays they have stretch in your jeans or stretch in your pants, and so it would fit better. But back then it was not like that.
no. Okay.
No.
So then how did you transition to your love of fashion? Because to me, that I hated going shopping because of that reason. I didn't like clothes. I didn't like, dressing up. So how did you pivot and make it a passion and a love?
That's a good question. So essentially what happened is, I always kind of like design and fashion and putting different things together that were maybe unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had a harder body type at the time, and now it's a little easier, I'll definitely admit that, then because I think that the fashion industry is more inclusive. There's smaller petite figures, there's different sizes, all that. But back in the day, I finally realized how I could flatter my figure. And once I figured that kind of quotient out for my particular body type, then it was rewarding. And so I saw, okay, this is possible. I can look better if I don't dress like my friends that look different than me. And then it was rewarding. So then I liked it. And then I could figure it out. And for a long time, alterations were my favorite. Yeah. And I have short legs and a long torso. So I would have to shorten everything. But that once I saw, okay, before and afters of myself, I realized, okay, it's possible.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah. So it was your achievement with yourself that basically launched this passion. Gotcha. Totally understand. Not in the same industry, but it was when I learned I can do my own taxes.
Yes.
Actually find tax loopholes. I'm like, oh, okay, I love doing taxes for me.
Oh my God. I love doing taxes. Good for you.
Just for me. Okay. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get into your topic tonight. So I shortened it to how to dress for work. So how do you help people do this?
Yeah, so I spent about 20 years in corporate America in different, sales positions and management positions. And I really noticed that, or I feel personally that if you dress for success, quote unquote, dress for success, that you really present yourself in a different way and you hold your head a little higher than maybe you do if you don't feel good about what you're wearing. And so I think it's really important, and it's not difficult once you have a formula on how to dress for work. And then I really like, because jeans are my favorite, of course, I like to be able to take something that I can wear for work, but also wear it on a more casual basis. And so that you get more longevity out of your clothes. You're not buying tons of clothes for, having a work wardrobe and then having a fun wardrobe. You can mix and match is what I like to do and help women do.
So I own my own business, and all my employees are like virtual.
Yeah.
But I'm in the process of like hiring interns, and I'm trying to decide what the dress code is going to be, because I don't want to make a dress code and then I not adhere to it.
Right.
And jeans for me is totally different than jeans for like a 21-year-old. So, so I guess I have to think about that. And then I totally believe what you say, your opinion about when you dress better and you dress for success, you kind of like your day and just how you navigate different things in the office is totally 100% different. I totally agree. So what were some of the recommendations of changes that you suggest people do, or the formula, I guess, of what you say?
Yeah. So first off, I think everyone can dress for success, whether you have a little bit of money or a lot of money. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing is how the item fits on you. So if you go back to my example of the jeans that were too big in the waist and didn't quite fit me right, I didn't look good. I knew I didn't look good. So then I didn't feel good. So I think the most important thing is finding a fit. And then also the second most important thing, in my opinion, is really having your own fashion and not being afraid of that. So a lot of times people will say, I'll hear that my clients that I work with say, well, I don't have a style, or I don't have, but you do. That's your style, is not having a style. So I think just finding what you love and going for it. So if something is in style, like for example, crop tops are in style right now. Well, a little bit older, my little daughter, who's almost 12, looks amazing in crop tops, but probably not for me. So, just finding what looks good on you and repeating it and knowing what you like and not worrying about if it's exactly in style, as long as it fits, then I think that's the key.
So I'm going to go all Julia Roberts, Mona Lisa moment on you. So in the movie Mona Lisa Smile with Julia Roberts, I'm such a movie person. I love it.
I love it.
Have you seen the movie?
I don't know. I think so. I don't know.
It has Kirsten Dunst in it, and she's kind of like the mean girl or whatever.
Yeah.
She's always a mean girl. But there is one scene in the movie where they're debating whether something that's shown on the screen is art or not. Yeah. And Julie Roberts' question was, is it art or not? And they said no. And she's like, why? And they say, because they haven't said it is. No one has said it's art. And her question was, who are they? So who are, in relation to this topic, who are the they that say that this is in fashion? Who are they?
Because I don't believe in that necessarily.
Okay, good.
So the fashion industry is what you go out and you go in the stores and what's available on the racks right now, right? So that's who's driving what's in style. But I am a firm believer of you pick what you like and wear what you like and feel comfortable in, and that's what your style is. And classics are always in style for 20, 30, 40 years. And then you can add some fun stuff that's less expensive.
Yeah. Okay, great. That makes me feel good because I'm like, who is the they?
Yeah,
like Fashion Week. Like I know there's people that allow, certain lines and whatever to come to Fashion Week, but like when people are like just up in arms of just how amazing a collection is, I'm like, what are they looking at? Even Project Runway, sometimes I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think my style is more functional.
Yes.
I can wear it and look like $1 million no matter if I'm, taking my children to Bible study or if I'm going into the office. I'm happy. How would you describe your style?
That's a good question. I think my style is a little bit trendy. So I like to incorporate what's in style at the time. But also, I always like not conservative, traditional, fit. Like a traditional fit and where I show my curves.
Okay.
A lot of times you'll meet with a stylist and they'll say, let's hide your problem part. And I don't believe in that. I don't like that. I think that's not true. I think everyone's body is amazing and you shouldn't hide any part of your body.
Okay.
Awesome. Growing up, hide your butt, hide your waist, hide your curves. Well, that's what makes me me. So.
I mean, and I agree, Dawn. But there's this one role that is unruly that I have. It's so unruly and it doesn't want to stay in place, but that's fine. Okay, so can we talk about, dressing for work, dressing for success? What are some key things that people should always have in their closet or you recommend that they have, as those quick plug and play kind of numbers?
Good question. So I always think it's really nice for a woman to have a nice black dress that you can, throw on some heels or some flats, or you can throw on some tennis shoes and, run through the airport back when we can travel again. So, and then with that, you can put a little cardigan on, or you can put a little blazer on, and that dress can carry you for years and wear multiple different ways. You can throw a little jean jacket or a little, jean denim shirt and tie it and you're on your way. So I think that's one of the most important things. I think comfortable shoes are important. They don't necessarily have to look comfortable, but they have to feel comfortable so that you can go your whole day and not be, your feet don't hurt and you're not stressed about your feet. And then a great pair of slacks that fit really well. And then to add to that, a nice pair of jeans that fit well, because while you're working, you can be in those slacks. In the evening, you can throw on the jeans. So I think that those are some really important basics to wear.
I'm just thinking about I have those things.
Yeah, everyone has them.
Sorry. I was saying I think I have some of those things.
Yeah. Everyone does. It's easy stuff. It's not hard. It's just because it's your own figure that you or body that you it's hard, makes it hard, but it's not.
True. Well, is there any other tips or tricks that you want to give to the audience while they're I guess from your tried and true recommendations on how to best dress for the workplace?
Yeah, so I think some other things that are important to kind of extend your wardrobe are some nice accessories. They don't have to be expensive, but they can be. So, a nice watch and a bracelet and some necklaces. Always, you can almost change an outfit with some nice accessories. Having, a nice tailored look is important. And then a nice handbag or a briefcase, whatever you need for your laptop. I think those pieces, if you add value to those, you can almost shop at Target for the rest, to be honest. It doesn't matter. You can dress. I love the high-low look. You don't want to wear all high fashion or all low fashion. Just mix it up and have fun. Like the most important thing is have fun with your fashion so that you can, because it's an expression of yourself.
I like when I see people with just like a pop of color, whether it's on their lip or their eye or their earrings. I just think that is just so, it makes you like stop and look at them. And it's very interesting. It's beautiful. It's art to me. So I think that's awesome.
It is art. Fashion is art, and have fun with it. And if you buy something that you don't like, then move on and try something different. It's really fun.
Okay. So question of 2021, right? I know you said to have these key pieces. So if I have on my Apple Watch, do I put the bracelet on the same wrist or on the other wrist?
On the same wrist or on the different wrist? That's the question?
Yes.
Well, I have mine on the same wrist, but then usually I wear both. So I don't know. I think that like do what you love, but I love mine on the same wrist. My question is, do you wear them on top or bottom?
Ooh, I think it would have to be the bottom.
Some people I see wear them on top, but I feel like it's uncomfortable. So I don't know.
So I don't get through a whole entire day with my Apple Watch or bracelets on. By the end of the day, it's off and it's on my desk.
So, yeah, totally.
I have a jewelry jar on my desk.
All off. Yeah.
I can't. It's only for show. It's only for when I come in, get my coffee, go to the restroom the first time, and then after that, it's done. It's done.
Completely.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Dawn. I am so thankful and grateful that you made time on this Wednesday night to be with us and to share your tips, tricks, and secrets. How can people contact you? I have your information in the ticker tape, but what's your preferred method?
So they can go to my website, A Girl in Her Jeans, and then there's a contact button at the top. But it's also the easiest way to contact me is dawn@agirlsjeans.com.
Real quick before we go, A Girl in Her Jeans. Is that the name of your blog?
That's the name of my blog because I'm obsessed with jeans.
Oh my goodness, I love it. So Torrid, it's a plus size fashion store.
I know.
Okay, great. So they I think it's like every year, every other year, they have these huge campaigns about jeans.
Yeah.
Girlfriend jeans, boyfriend jeans, jeggings. I love them. I am now in love with jeans. Like post motherhood, jeans are my jam. So
wear them with heels, tennis shoes, flats. Wear them all the time.
I have some on right now with my flip flops. So
perfect.
Thank you so much again, Ms. Dawn. I greatly appreciate it. If you have a moment, can you stay backstage and I can give you a proper goodbye?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right, everybody. Say goodbye to Ms. Dawn. Thank you. Okay, everyone. I absolutely love her. First of all, can we just say yes to the hair and to the cheetah print sweater that she has on, looking all cozy and fierce? Okay. So I'm super excited you guys got to meet our special guest. If you need any assistance whatsoever, go ahead and hit her up. Her contact information is in the social, and then in the ticker tape. And then also hit her up on social media and in her email that she just gave a few minutes earlier. So again, like always, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Thank you for coming out again. And I will see you all on Friday, okay? All right. Bye.